throttle. Hello there everyone. Today we have a very special car on our channel. This is a 2000 Chevrolet Corvette with only 18,000 miles on the odometer. I want to say a huge thank you to Aidan over at MemberCar of Rockville in Rockville, Maryland for providing me this car. All this information will be in the right hand corner side of the screen. Now let's fire up this sports car from the early 2000s. As you see, 18,000 miles, flawless interior condition. This kind of reminds me of Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc., this design. But this is super duper nice. I love it. One thing to mention, the first gear kind of grinds a little bit in certain situations, so we'll be very careful with that. But beside that, let's go take a look outside the car. Got the Bose audio system too. You can just hear that 5.7 liter growling. Getting in this car is definitely a challenge because you gotta really step down. Let's check out the headlights. I think this is a super cool touch. Kind of those 90s JDM vibes. Sweet. Let's check out the engine bay. Now the trunk here is very small. I may need the key for that. All right. Well, here's the 5.7 liter block, washer fluid. Everything looks very nice. And now we gotta close this. All right, should be good. Okay, now let's figure out how we turn on the no, sorry, to open the trunk. All right. So here's the trunk. You can fit a few suitcases in there. Not a lot of space though. All right, let's try to put this tag right here next to the latch. All right, let's line it up. All right, I think we should be good to go. But let's check out the interior. Very minimalistic and simple here, but for the year of 2000 we already have a heads-up display up there. Not sure if you're able to see it. Doors are locked. We got our radio or climate, glove box, traction off, and the glove box is locked. Okay. And this drop down roof, lighted visor. Cool. Let's do a wiper test. The washer comes right out of the wipers. Horn test, and let's begin. I definitely want to leave the window open for a bit so you can listen to the melody of this block. And this Corvette gives me more emotions than the newest one, honestly, than the new one that I've driven. This is fun and scary at the same time. The gearbox here is very tough. You gotta like really put the gears in. This is not like your typical modern BMW Honda shifter. You really gotta work that clutch. You really gotta work all the components here. And of course, the torque is absolutely monstrous. You can be at 2,000, give it some juice, and the car is just rocking. Oh man, this is just crazy. You sit very low to the ground. Whew. Man. And the bumps, you can feel them all. Oh gosh, this thing is just scary. But it builds speed just with ease. Whew. Oh man. Whew. This is a scary car to drive. It's just really scary. And everything in the back just flies around with the car, whatever you got in there. This is definitely not the kind of car that I would want to take on a road trip. It's just really stressful in here. Cruising here in 5th actually feels, you know, pretty decent when the road is not bad. Holy moly, this car can move. Let's turn around, head the other way, and then do 0 to 60. See how quick this is. I'm not gonna go too hard on it, but I am curious as to how this car accelerates. kind of starting to understand how to drive this Corvette. It definitely takes a lot of getting used to, just mentally, because everything just flies back in this car. Sheesh. But yeah, no, this Corvette definitely makes your heart beat fast. It's not even about the actual acceleration numbers, it's just about, you know, how it's perceived in the cabin, and you know, the sound, the noise, just the emotion it gives you. It's scary. It's a legit scary roller coaster like experience, and honestly it feels like a NASCAR, like a stock car to me. Whew. This is what I call scary. But anyways, let's go to Mexico, do a quick 0 to 60 run, and then start heading back. All right, let's do our 0 to 60. 3, 2, 1. Let's ease on the throttle. Gosh, that was scary. All right, let's go look at the times now. Again, start was not the best. I was spinning. So we did 6.47 0 to 60, 6.69 0 to 62, 1/8 mile, 9.53. It's 79.54, and the 62 100 and 6.65. Not bad. Quarter mile, 14.28 at 103.57. So for 2000, that is definitely an amazing time. I feel like low 14s. Back then, like V6 sedans were like in the 16s. Definitely impressive. If I had better traction off the line, I could have done a high 13 for sure. And here, yeah, we did 104.1. And I probably had to let go earlier. I don't know. We have to rewatch it, but yeah, that's how it performs. Let's do one more 0 to 60 just for the fun of it. I'm not sure we're gonna be able to grip. It was very rainy today, but let's try one more time. All right, 3, 2, 1. Nah, this is hard. 3, 2, 1. Ah, nope. Yeah, nope. Unfortunately, the biggest problem here is I gave it a few more attempts and I can't do any better right now. It just wants to spin no matter how lightly I try to feather the clutch or let go of the gas. I just can't get that right amount of grip and acceleration. I either have it underwhelm or overwhelm. So that's the real issue here. Obviously, if I had like drag slicks or a good dry day, warmed up tires, oh, I could definitely break 6 seconds in this. Definitely like in somewhere in the high 5s as possible. But this car's not even about the 0 to 60, it's about the roll acceleration. Because it sure traps a very good speed. It definitely has power off a roll. The highway power here is excellent. Although when you drive this, it feels like it's a way faster car than the numbers suggest. This is a lot of fun though, I gotta tell you. You can have so much fun with this car. It just wants to fly. The V8 is not a joke here. Brakes feel great too. Everything just flies down. Well, thank you so much for watching, everyone. This sums up today's test drive. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And until next time.